Okay, this is 562 Toorak Road. It's a block of, looks like there's about 8 apartments here, 6 apartments here. It's right on the main road. It's got tram tracks and plane trees out front. In the front forecourt of the garden, once you get up to the first level, there is patchy looking lawn, mishmash of trees including bottle brush, Japanese maple, one rose, a golden swain which is being molested chronically by insects or by possums, all suffering lack of water, 2 hibiscus and a rose, and it looks like a hackia there. No, it doesn't. It looks like, not certain what that is. Okay, it's not all that important, don't know what that is. Okay, native bed. When we look up here, we've got a common or garden variety ash in the front garden bed, basically with, I don't know whether it's intentional, but we have ivy as a ground cover with a few spider plants, a few agapanthus and a few blowing weeds and trees. A very cute little tree, looks like it's a spruce, and a couple of Fuscus glauca, looks like. Golden nugget bush, a few more struggling spider plants, and ivy. This looks like a magnolia, but it looks like it's a magnolia which has been pruned off. I'll investigate that a bit more thoroughly, maybe. Yes, it's an old magnolia which is reshooting, so it's never going to be gorgeous, but it could look quite nice. Okay, this is the area we're going to look at replacing under here. There's an English box, a couple of rampant agapanthus, a few spider lilies, more ground cover, which is basically ivy. This is an Acer palmata. It's not very old, struggling in the canopy. Quite a tall cut-leaf silver birch. Naked area with a very dead and sad looking camellia in the corner, but the area here could look quite lush depending on what they want to do. You could possibly reuse those holistic basalt boulders. There has obviously been looks like a Monstera deliciosa root, judging by the look of that. There is irrigation here, but it doesn't seem to be working because the soil is horrendously dry. This garden bed faces east, so I mean that could quite easily be camellias or rhododendrons, or it could be hydrangeas even. So thinking about that, this area under the window, it's about 3 or 4 foot wide, quite exposed to the morning sun but protected from the elements. Low profile things that don't intrude on the footpath would be a good idea. And on this side we've got an open bed here, and a common walkway with the property next door, or something along those lines. I think we need to put a barrier along there personally, and things that would grow well there and look quite pretty would be camellias. You could conceivably put 1 or 2 reasonably tall shade producing trees, possibly deciduous, so you get winter sun in here and summer cool. This very large tree here is a Botostrum undulatum, also known as native apricot. It's a weed, it's native to Queensland. It's been here for approximately 25 years, looking at the size of it. These palms here, pretty scruffy, but they're quite good fillers. You could easily cut that off and make it all start again. More agapanthus, another cordyline palm here. Looks like this whole area was full of cordylines. It's been cleared and ivy cleared. This camellia is trying really, really hard. Bit of water and a bit of food. The soil is really sadly impoverished. More cordylines up this pathway. Fish fern, ugly, ugly, ugly fish fern. More spider lilies. Up the back to 2 well-established camellias, which could look absolutely gorgeous. But once again, suffering from lack of water. I wouldn't mind picking up the camellia theme. Unless there's a dead spot around here, I think it'd be nice to have a nice shady tree in that corner, and some underplantings underneath it make it look quite lush. The whole thing needs to be fed and mulched. And maybe something done about this path. If they're not going to pave it, you could edge this path on either side and just put some quartz gravel or something around here. Maybe dig out those pavers a fraction more so they stand proud of the quartz gravel. There's lots of nasties in here though. There's a camellia trying desperately, and some weeds. There's a compost bin here. That's actually not a camellia when I get closer to it. It's a privet, which is a weed tree. That grows in quite a large tree. Looks like it's already been pruned once when it was young, and it's now got 3 trunks instead of 1. I'd like to see camellias. The aspect back this way, conceivably ground covers in here if you wanted to do ivy again. All very nice. It's got good potential, but there's a lot of work here. I don't know how much they're wanting to spend. We need to talk to somebody on the site. So let's see who we can talk to and get some ideas. If you look around what's here, if you look on the other side there, even though it's dead and sad and sorry, you've got some Ficus hilly growing up there in the middle of that light well. Some English box down here. Blue cypress in the corner. Looks like a Magnolia Soulangia possibly. And Magnolia, can't think of the name of that, the one with the tall pyramid shape. Dot Sopa. And more magnolias. I really like magnolias in here. So, yes, food for thought. We need to talk to somebody. I'll get back to this and see what the client's got to go. They've got irrigation here. Looks like someone's had a go at sorting it. But judging by the condition, it's either not on. It needs some timers. Don't know where the timer boxes are. We'll investigate that further. And this ace is looking sick. It's really struggling with the overhead canopy of the silver birch. You could conceivably take a couple of branches of the silver birch. Actually, I wouldn't mind repeating the theme of the silver birch, personally. Alright, that's all from me at the moment. I'll take this away and watch it on telly tonight. On the other side there, we've got an elm, English box, more Ficus hilly, some buxus in the corner with ivy. Lots to think about. Lots to think about. In fact, in here you could probably even put, just for privacy, or either some camellias or maybe some Japanese maples or something like that. Could look quite pretty with some standardised Japanese maples, so they don't get too big but they provide a bit of privacy. Alright, more thoughts a bit later on. Cheers for now. It looks generally properly like it's probably a rental, because apart from that planting which implies ownership, everything else just looks neglected. We've got a prawn bush round here. This terrace could look gorgeous if they were prepared to spend enough money. That's, I think it's a camellia. No, it's not, a lily pad of some sort. A camina, I think. Rose bush, prawn bush. Now, I really don't know what that is. It looks like a Japanese hawthorn. Can't tell even from the blooms. And a little conifer of some sort, but sad and sorry, never going to look good. Neglected during the drought, I'd suggest. And lots of wandering deer. So, alright, that's enough for today. I quite like the Australian natives. I wouldn't mind putting more of those in and around here. They need sunshine to flower, so across this forecourt area, you could possibly put another tree or 2 up here and get a bit of colour. Don't know what that is in the ground there. It's obviously an inspection port for some reason. Don't know. And this is an oak tree. Or something. Looks like a pin oak. No, it's not a pin oak. It's an oak, but it's not a Quercus robustus, so can't see where its parent is. And this walkway here goes all the way up. You have to wonder, I think maybe a row of trees all the way up there, trying to keep some sort of uniformity, could be quite nice. Alright, that's it now. Review this later.